everybody. Welcome to Fast 29. Chris Pickett here with you in the Fast 29 studios. We're just going to kind of go through a breakdown of the Monza race from last Saturday night in the SNS series of the ISRL. Clearly, it got crazy at the end, so we definitely got it all wrong. So we want to kind of go over what exactly took place, the rules and everything, so that way everybody knows what happened. So what we're going to be looking at here to begin with is this is the pit stop coming at the end of the race, lap 58. This is Keith Hughes coming in. You've got Jeff Goodpaster back here. You've got Brandon Lanning coming in back here, and this is Hez Clark back in the back. Now we're going to step it forward. There's the wreck as they come into the pits. So where we kind of messed up was that the field was not frozen at the time of caution. So that's where it kind of got a little bit confusing. So here is the flagman. Now, you saw Keith. He's already passed the start-finish line. Caution still hasn't come out. There goes Jeff past the line. Still no caution yet. There's the caution coming out. So at this point, since the leaders have passed the start-finish line, what that means is now everybody behind the leader now has to race to the line. And then that's the end of the race. So what we have here now is you have the 83 of Baron Guest, followed by the 24 of Samuel Cruz. This is Tate Dorsey over here in the 46. Sam Danger's the 34. He's a lap down. They're all trying to miss that lap car, or that wrecked car on the front stretch. Then you got Noah DuVernay back here, Bowen Fisher, Greg Earl in lap car, and Rafala back here in the 42. So they have all crossed the line now. So that's the end of the race for them right there. So everybody is racing to the line since the leader had already crossed it. Now, what we have here now, though, the two leaders that wrecked coming in are now out of gas or are running slow to get the pace car back up. So here's the 33 of Jeff Goodpaster. And you'll see back here, if I can find him, apologize. Yep, I've lost him. Give me just a moment here. Again, it's still confusing even multiple days later. There is Keith Hughes in the 82. Now, we're going to fast forward it here. You can see he's trying to save fuel. We're fast forwarding it. He's going to duck back in the pits, and he's out of gas. So they're running across the white line right there, the white flag there. So he's giving up his spot, and he's going to fall back. So that's going to hand the lead to the 83 of Baron Guest. Now, they're still trying to catch back up to the pace car, that pack of traffic there. They're the ones that are actually in the lead, but they haven't caught the pace car yet. So they'll come back around. They're coming to the checkered now. Checker flag is coming right here, and there's the checker flag. So that's your finish right there. You've got Baron Guest, Samuel Cruz, Tate Dorsey, Noah DuVernay, Bowen Fisher, and Rafala. That's what we've got there. Now, to throw a little wrinkle into this, there were a couple of wrecks that were not claimed earlier in the race. Unfortunately, the 83 of Baron Guest was one of those. And you'll give me just a second, and I'll load that replay here in just a moment. This was on lap 15. We're getting that loaded here just a moment. We had so many wrecks off of turn 2. And this was one of those. So we're loading it now. Here we go. So this is off turn 2. This is lap 15. And you're going to see there's the 83 of Baron Guest coming off the corner. And he's going to drift up. And he's going to catch the back of the 24, turn him sideways. That was one of those earlier accidents. You can see the 24 getting some air there. Comes back down. I still don't know how he keeps this thing from really demolishing the fence there. But he catches the inside fence, and that causes the caution. So, unfortunately, the 83 car did not go to the end of the longest line for a claim. So, per ISRL rules, he will have to fall to the rear of the lead lap at the finish results. So, unfortunately, Baron Guest is not the winner of the Monza race. Neither was Keith Hughes, as we had already announced. So, the winner of the Monza 50th anniversary race in the ISRL is actually going to be the 24 of Samuel Cruz. Tate Dorsey will finish second. Noah DuVernay finishes third. Bowen Fisher finished fourth. And Rafala finished fifth. Keith Hughes finished sixth because he was in the pit lane. Everybody passed him, so he ends up sixth. Jeff Goodpaster, same situation, in seventh. Tyler Stallhood, James Hodge, Phil Parker's your top 10. And then you'll see Ken Squires in 11th. Baron Guest, he falls to 12th due to not claiming that caution earlier in the race. Now, another unfortunate circumstance at the end of the Monza race was that the 29 of Connor McLeod, unfortunately, he had an incident with the 3 of Greg Irwin at the end of the race, and subsequently he has been banned from ISRL competition. On the flip side of that, that means that I have been allowed to switch numbers from the 6 to the 29. So the 29 with Fast 29 on it will be back in 2 weeks. That was another thing that I failed to mention during the broadcast last week, is that I actually will be broadcasting on JTN on Saturday night with Joe at the Polar Bear 200. And that will be, I believe, the Bomb Squad Racing League on Saturday night. So definitely tune in at JTN if you're interested in that. That'll be airing at the JTN normal time, 9:05, 8:05 Central. So check us out over there. I'll be back in the cockpit the next week. As previously mentioned, I can't remember what race that is. I forgot to look it up. But whatever that, I believe it's Bank, Texas, I think is the one after Pigscliff this week. So either way, I'll be back in the cockpit in 2 weeks. From my point of view, it'll be streamed live here on Fast 29 that night, a week from this Saturday. But just wanted to clarify what exactly happened last Saturday night. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of craziness, but I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. That was the first one with me and Dale. We had a great time in the booth. Of course, we had Zachary Bilson on pit road, and that was a good ad as well. It was a lot of fun having him too. So we hope you enjoyed what we did on Saturday night. I hope to do some more. We will have the championship race for the ISRL SNS broadcast live on Fast 29, as long as I'm not in championship competition, which I think I'm going to be taking myself out of that with missing this race on Saturday. But definitely tune in to see that as well. We're going to have some exciting racing that night as well. It's just this series is great. We hope you enjoy watching it. Just wanted to clarify what confusing situation was on Saturday night. So definitely appreciate you tuning in tonight. God bless. We'll catch you guys next time.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.